All right, there we go. That should do the trick. Okay, so for those of you guys tuning in, good morning on YouTube. The Discord side of things is working here fine. Yeah, so there's a couple of stocks moving, and I'm looking forward to having a decent day here today. So as you guys can see, I'm wearing a red shirt, which means it's time to get down to business. After 2 red days, we gotta buck the trend. And you guys know when Relentless wears red, it is time. What kind of glasses are these? These are blue light glasses. These are blue light glasses. I gotta start wearing these more because uh one, these screens are like, kind of crazy. And then I feel like when I go outside for long, I start to get headaches. So I'm just gonna wear these throughout the entire day everywhere I go. Hopefully it helps out a little bit. I used to wear them in the past and it did the trick. So let's see what stocks are tuning in. Let's say are moving here today. ADIL looks decent, so I'm right up the watch list. Yeah, I don't actually wear glasses. My eyesight is pretty good, but can't be too safe out here. There's W and W, and let's see, there's NA, and then as a maybe, ICCT perhaps. Not sure if we'll see something good there, but yeah, a bit of an extended list. Glasses give you power. I was telling Steve to wear his Relentless Trader shirts. I sent Steve like 6 shirts, right? I told him to wear his shirts as he trades. For any of you guys who might have seen that movie, like Mike, the power's in the shoes, and here the power is in the shirt, especially these red shirts, right? They're great. So we got 65 for the high point on ADIL. Let's get locked in here. 65 for the high point. It's been slowly uptrending, not a very obvious low, but I'll put this bottoming wick, which is at 24, see if it holds up that range. Of course, as we get closer to the open, I'd love to see a push to the upside. We have the 200 EMA. Why did I do that? We have the 200 EMA at, let's see, 352. We definitely might have some resistance there. 350 could be resistance potentially. Going back to May 1st, we had some candles in that range, 360 and then 417. So if this is really strong, I'd like to see a push up to those levels, around $4. If it really pulls away and is aggressive, there's levels around 886 and then levels around 14. But I don't know if we go all the way to 14, right? That'd be way up there, very aggressive, but I'll map it out just in case. Let's see. Come on. Edit. 417. Let me put on my screen recording. That's what that alarm was for. 2 red days in a row, I tell you, man. Sometimes you can't get away from it. All a part of the deal, especially if you can manage risk very well. So yeah, ADIL, can we get over 267 at the highs? And from there, can we see a move up to 3 and then perhaps 350? If it's really strong, maybe break a 4 and we'll see how it does from there. Quickly for WNW, which is up 65%, 25 million shares of volume. Despite selling off, still up 65%, right? Not bad. High point was 305 versus where we are now. So it definitely was a stronger stock earlier in pre-market. But right now consolidating sideways, and the high point of this consolidation is around 186. So for me into the open, if this is to be breaking over 186 and moving up, I'd start watching break of 2 and can we keep pushing higher? As you guys know, I love to trade the uptrend, right? That's WNW on the daily chart, 518 for the 200 EMA. If it does decide to give a sweet move, 518, a level I want to keep an eye on. Other than that, if it's really, really strong, actually, there's a red candle if we go back to December. In fact, there's a few. What's this high? 678 and then 574. I'm gonna put those two levels. 574. Two red candles with fair volume. 678. Just in case, because sometimes, stock might be strong. Short sellers will watch at these areas and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go and utilize that as my risk for short entries as we get in proximity to those levels. And then we had $11 area, which was the high point around January 25th. If you guys are checking out the daily charts, right? I always like to at least put a few levels in case the stock is very strong. I can know what to expect in certain, range. In the range. That didn't come out right, but yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. 57. 257 for the high of NA. I do remember the name of this stock from a while ago. It looks like August or July of last year, where it was around $13. So far today, we had a high of 257, or let's say yesterday, really. And there was a candle that gapped up on the 12th at 475. Here's a 2-minute warning. So yeah, if this one curls up, can we get a nice move up here to 240s, and we'll see how this does. Not a ton there. Yeah, ICCT, we'll see if this one does anything at all. If this one I have as a maybe. High is at 180, low pre-market is at 131. We'll see if it does anything. Other than that, I'll be watching ADIL into the open. My share size smaller to start, and then I'll look to increase size if we can see something be strong. Yeah, I'm looking to be disciplined here, looking to be patient, looking to have a good time, and hopefully can end green today, right? We'll be looking forward to a nice green day if we can. Other than that, remember the disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky business, guys. Day trading is not easy, and a lot of people have a hard time. So if you're new or if you're not consistent, take it slow, take it easy, and ensure that your learning curve and ensure that your risk is low as you go through the learning curve, right? Other than that, remember the live streams are never a reason to try and copy trade what I'm doing here. It takes months, more commonly years. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. So be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first. All right, so stay safe out there. Let's see if this thing, ADIL, gives a good move. We have been seeing the surge. I'm somewhat tempted to use size, but I'm a little tempted to use size. I'm gonna prep just a smaller position just in case, but we'll see. 68 is the area. 65, 68, a couple seconds to the open. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna try. And it's a scratch trade. Try again. And it's a scratch trade, which means it's not going, at least not right away. So I'm gonna wait. Compared to the last 2 days, we had 50 right there. Are we gonna push through 70 this time? Nope, not quite. It was worth a shot there. Struggling. 50, holding up though. For now. $50 is holding up for now. Some choppy trades here to start. I got to get a little bit more active with this one. I like that it's holding 50. We might just get that push through 70 eventually. Here it is. It's not big though. It's only 73. It's lingering. Can we continue? Nope, right back down. 30, what was that? 60, 60, 57, 56. So some choppy trades there for me, not a ton. WNW on the other hand is moving up a little bit. We'll see if that one is any better. Few small sellers there. Can we get through? Seems like it's getting shorted. Try again. Higher fill 83. It's going. Wasn't able to get in there. A little choppy. 93 for the high. If this one happens to be strong, we have a good ways to go. So this could be good. It's way too high. Waiting. I'll look to hit the bids if I need to. Oh my goodness. Well, not good. Down to 70. Looks like it might be failing here. It's way too much of a dip for me. If it bounces back to 80, that's not bad. But I like that I'm cutting quickly versus yesterday's nonsense of holding. But a quick red start to this day. So a little bit of red to wake me up. A little bit of red to wake me up, brother. It hasn't sold off. So perhaps we're holding up 70. From 96 down to 67. So the extended dips. But it did hold. So I was essentially way too early. I bought 81 thinking like, high 70s, low 80s would be good. And it's back at the highs. Yesterday we saw something similar. We'll see if it gets over the level. So far, a bit of a double top. Will we try again here? Can we try again over the small seller 90? Okay, there's 91. Good. Can we try over 95 here? Let's see. 93, 94. There's some selling. Come on. We got what we need. I need size in case it goes. Just in case. Alright. Not bad. All things considered. It's holding up. VWAP though at 08. So if it gets over 2, I want to see a strong move. Love the current candles 83. I'm going to size up eventually, but it's still kind of early and we've been struggling to start the day. So I'm going to stick to a small size until I can see something a little bit, string together a few more winning trades. I will have size ready though, in case it does something spectacular. We do have some small bids coming in. 20,000 size around 85. I'll take a couple of cents. I'll get back in again here. Those shares. They get filled. 96,000 share seller, 94. Do not fail, son of a gun. Or it's a good shot. We had a we had a 60,000 share bid come in. That's a good battle right there. I would have loved to see that go. I already took some big size. It's been a long time since I really saw that where there's a huge seller in the ask and then somebody on the bid comes in just as aggressive. The battle of the bear and the bull. Sellers at 2. That'll explain why we didn't rip right through the level. The halt ups at 25. Too early. 90 for the lows. I'm not loving this one because of how many sellers we're seeing in areas. Like if we break over 2, can we see 210? Or is there going to be another seller at like 204, 205? You know, that's what I'm thinking right now. This is not looking good. It might fail here. Unless it holds up 70 again. Maybe it does. But the 5-minute chart doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The candles for me is about to close and there's so much volume. There's a minute left. Moving on. ADIL to the gallows. ICCT. So we're down 400 here to start. NA. This one is doing better. Pull this up. Smaller share size to start. This is a nice red to green. This is absolutely beautiful. Of course, I'm on the wrong stock and I'm late. So this is where I want to ask myself, where's a good entry? You know, you had a beautiful flag here. Break a VWAP, baby pullback, move up. Now I gotta wait to see if it gives another entry. IF days 25. Pre-market highs at 242. WNW needs to get over 79. Small drop to VWAP. Time. There's a new 5-minute candle. So we could see some more pullback here. We'll see how this plays out. So far, it's holding up. Low of 8. There's 80 for WNW. Will it keep going back over 85, 85, 88, 90? Still around 79. If it gets up to high 80s, I'm definitely still interested, but I want to see the move over the whole dollar. 20, the high of the last candle for NA. There's a couple cents. It might hold here. I'll keep watching. Bro, what's up with these big buyers? And then selling. Okay. Should have made more there though. There's a bid 20 something. 31, 33. But not accelerating to the upside. There was a bigger seller that came in, or maybe that was already there. That's why I didn't hold that position a little longer. It's this massive fluctuation here. It better not fail miserably. I didn't get to fill a market in. Tight stops. I'd like to see 30 if it's any good for the bounce. There's 25. 25. 24. 25. And we're not getting through 25. At least not yet. 25 again. I wonder if there's shares available. NTB. Not available to borrow is what Thinkorswim is saying. Give us that bounce. Come on. Not bouncing. Not bouncing. Just moving on. Which one is the one? Which one is going to give a consistent move to the upside? They're all giving some sort of opportunity, but then like back down. Oh, so ICCT now is giving a try. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is just the one. ICCT. Wait, let me check the volume here. How's this looking? Volume. Maybe it's too early. 145 for the high. It depends on how the volume like gets in here. If volume is good, then I give it a try. If not, I want to see a consistent stream on the tape. I want to see the tape always moving. Yeah, the volume here might just be too light. Not seeing much. So the watch list stocks are in the dumps. I'm going to keep an eye on the scans, keep an eye on the chat, see if anything moves up. Got to go to a broader list here, broader view. IFBD halted up, failed miserably. The volume is really light on that one. Gotta zoom out, check out some other stocks, make sure I'm not missing anything good. Right now we're down about 200 bucks. I had to guess. Let's check. Well, we're down 300 bucks. So we're waiting to see if something comes up. ADIL is like in the worst shape. MDIA. Is it worth looking at? MDIA we traded last week. Did we trade this on Friday or Thursday? The daily candle to make the new high we had, but yesterday's high was at 510. We're currently at 460, which is like a ways to go here. What a stock like this needs is breaking news. It doesn't look bad for the continuation, but enough people might not be paying attention to it. And it needs to get closer to 510. If it gets over 510, I'd expect 686, which was the high of the 5th. It's getting some volume. Well, let me wait. Let me not, let's not do that. And start to just, that's too aggressive. Gotta wait. NA, there's a decent bid, but no reaction. I give NA a shot here, small size. The order is filled instantly. Great. Goodness sake. Yeah, that's my fault. $100 loss. Brother. Sometimes there's time to get out, other times there's not. BSGM, perhaps one to keep an eye on. See, all these stocks would hit the Momo scanner as well, right? Which is good. But there's also a ton of other stocks that I don't care to see at all. This trend, the trend of this day is not going good. This is like pretty bad here. I need to make adjustments now. So what I can do, being that it's so choppy, I have to restrict myself just to 500 shares, like for real, like until something really like super obviously takes off. If not, I need to stick to this size to ensure I don't lose money, because we can make money if something good comes, but if nothing good comes for the next hour and we keep like, bleeding out, by the time a good stock does get here, it's like too late. We're too deep into the red. Unless it really gives like a strong opportunity. And that's just how it goes, because on a slower day like this, I wouldn't think to be super aggressive right away, and the gains won't, have the same effect. MDIA slowly moving up. There are definitely people that's watching at it, but For those of you who hold longer in the broader community, I hope you guys are seeing some good trades. These quick scalps, not giving a ton right now. ADIL, BSGM, MDIA, small drop down. There's 80. Just nothing obvious right now. Our leading stock ADIL has moved down. So, we'll wait and see. MDIA is gaining some volume here. The dip is going to hold 65.70 area. Seems like it could be risky. Like the bids are thin. If it's like somebody big up there decides to sell, it's gonna come right back down. If somebody big decides to sell up at 5. There's 94. What will it be? Can it surprise us here in a good way? There are seller. Okay, there's an 81,000 share seller at 5. At least it's showing somebody big is gonna sell. In fact, there's no shares. Okay, it could still go through. We'll see. 80,000 share position. Big boy size indeed. The good thing is everybody knows the position is there. The stock has not sold off. Maybe it does try here. There's a 49,000 share buyer at 94. Again, that's an aggressive position. I haven't really been seeing that these days. 60,000 shares remaining. Somebody looked like they just bought one big chunk. That's quick. Will it go? Will it take off? I'll try again. I'll try again. Come on, where's the move? 10, 15. Alright, I'll start to size up a little bit. The halt up to 34. The halt up is now at 40. I gotta not give these stocks a chance to blaze me. So I gotta be in and out quickly. Because I've been getting blazed, like giving it that extra couple seconds to see, I'm not gonna be willing. I gotta be willing to not find out, you know. I gotta not mess around and just get out of the trade if it's not just super instant. I'll take this dip. If it goes over 5, it could be great. No, it's not. Looked decent, but we didn't get over 90. We had 88 on the ask. What's my fills? 72. Not great. But And that's why I want to stick to the small size and big flush down like that. Tell you with these stocks, man, even when you wait for a little confirmation, right to the gallows. Definitely not February. Definitely not February right now. This is what it means to be a day trader, though. You're up 15,000 one week, and then here it's already Wednesday, and it's like, where's the momentum? Are you willing and able to deal with the roller coaster? And A moving up. So over 30, 32. Pre-market highs at 42. Yeah, ICCT also gave a small push. I think NA is a little bit more interesting though. ADIL, I'd hope to see a red to green at some point. If we can get over the high of this bear flag around 28, could be interesting. And NA right to the depths. Nano Labs. Nano Labs. Adile Pharmaceuticals, ADIA. The pharmaceuticals and biotechnology companies, therapeutic companies, those three are like usually in play a ton. MDIA, Mediaco Holdings. I usually don't even look at the name of these companies. I don't look at the name. I don't look at the news. I don't look at anything other than the technical, just straight technical. MDIA, it's crawled back up. Again, just nothing obvious, nothing really leading the way, saying, "Hey, I'm the strong stock, trade me." Honestly, I could shut it down right here. This is like, other than like live streaming to the audience, like this is not a bad place for me to say, let's just wait till later. I only have 86 orders, which is like very low for me. Wait till later. Hey, come back noon, power hour. This is not making any sense. So I think there's just two approaches really for this stuff. It's either, again, sizing down very small and really waiting for something. That way, along the way, I don't like get myself in trouble. Or just get out of here completely and then come back next time. Come back later. ICCT, we need to see more volume. Chart wise, not too bad in 5 minute, but you know, if we can get some more volume. Yeah, ADIL back down a little more. And this red chart is taking me to the depths today. I think I'm like, I don't know. I haven't really been keeping count of this stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, I could check. I could actually check. Have a fair estimate by looking at the thumbnails and the recaps over the last year or two. IFBD is being mentioned. Let's check it out. I'd like to see it over the highs, which are at 580, 575, 580 area. It's a little spready. 10-cent spread, $5 stock. That's not ideal. There's going to be a lot of downside risk. I want to see limited downside risk. Good upside potential. 50 by 53 right there for the bounce back up. Tighter spread, not too bad. The ask is definitely opening up a lot. The halt is at 611 if it keeps going. It needs to hold up here. The range is not bad, but you know, it's also a little tricky, right? There's a lot of risk. I could have gotten in at 50 earlier for that move up, but you know, maybe a little too cautious. What I don't like is that we can be at like 65 and then see 55 like instantly on the bid with just one seller on, you know, it would seem like one red print. The high current candle is 74. There's 50. It's going to hold. So there's some sort of hidden buyer there, perhaps. Because that's like the second, third time. Can we get the move through 80? There's a spread there. And we're getting a bit of a topping wick. We had 80 by like 75, or let's say 82 by like 76 spread. Well, this stock has opportunity, it's like this is not the type of stock I see myself being up like 5 grand, like maybe a couple $100 at best, but like this is not it for me. I want to be trading the stocks that I can get an epic day on. Not that I'm looking for a home run per se, but in terms of opportunities, something strong, something obvious. Some days, they say you got to take what you can get. It's another way of looking at things. I believe that there are short sellers here, at least some. So if it goes over 80 here, will we see something? What will it be? Red, 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 red is what I'll say when I'm having my worst day. This is bringing me back to that poem now, man. Should we let the ranting begin? There's 82, 85. Is the seventh time the charm here. I'm gonna give it a shot. 93. All right, it's coming alive. Coming alive, brother. All right, waiting for the dip. If it doesn't keep going. Okay, 15. The halt up to 29. Can we get a halt up? Can we get a halt up? I'd love to see a halt up. Wow, I'm surprised that that didn't go. There's a huge bid there, it's like 20,000 size. Fair trade. Perhaps we do get the pull out. No, it's gonna go 30. The halt is at 39. Can we see that halt up 39? 39. The halt is now at 49. I have trend lines on this one from way back when. Halt is now at 56. Is it gonna go? Oh, this is such an awful fill, brother. I was aiming for low 20s there, but it didn't quite give that move. Worth the shot, worth the shot. I should have hit the aim for the bid, but still it didn't resolve, didn't continue. 37 for the high. Should have gotten the fill there. Should have left the order out. It's having trouble up here. The bounce is so quick that I think the move should happen instantly. Brother. The halt up is at 77. Perhaps a pullback. High of the current candle 70. High or low. Yeah. We got 75 and then back down. Not good. The halt up is at 87. I'd really like to see a halt up at this point. This is not good. I'm red on this thing as it's going up. This is awful. Some solid trades in there too, but not the follow through I would have wanted for these quick scalps. This, just would have been better for me to be in and just holding longer at this point. The halt up is at 94. 94. $94 for the halt up. $704. It's just the halt up is continuing higher, and we're slow grinding up there. I said 74. 704. 704 for the halt up. 704. So 50 area looks like it held up there. I'll cut it, get back in just in case. This is how I've been getting blazed. Holding those trades like that. 30, see, I would have gotten blazed there too. Not quite holding 50 area, coming down to 36 there. All right, now bouncing up a little bit. This is high entry there, but okay. The low was 36. From 95, we pulled back to 36. These pullbacks are massive, man. Terrible fill there. Would have loved to hold that a little longer, but all right, cool. It needs to fight for survival here. Fight for its life. KB, are the bulls still alive, brother? Are the bulls still alive? All right, looks like they're here. Will we keep going? KB, brother. The high loss is 69. All of that for 200 bucks, I tell you. Not efficient, not good. It's yeah, it's about to fail. It's about to fail. If it's not gonna hold there, it's like this is too low. We shouldn't see anything below like mid 40s right there. Once we got up to 70, we do not need to retest the low here again for the fifth, sixth time. Just disappointing to not be able to get out with that first glimpse of red. I try to sell break even, but it's already down like 12 cents or whatever it was. I'm out in the spreads. The 5 minute chart does look good. So, we're seeing this 1 minute consolidation fail, or if you want to say go lower, there's still a chance the 5 minute setup could work. In which case we kind of like get like a lower pullback and then a curl up somewhere else. But we'll see. This is not a good day here for me. Could not connect on this stock on the way up. Did put out size too, It put out some size too, but so we had a low of 12. Maybe that's the low, 12. So it seems like we are getting the 5 minute setup, at least for now. Not as low as VWAP. VWAP was at 02, but good bounce. I wouldn't expect us to go back down to like 12 or 20. Hopefully we can hold high and continue higher. That's what I prefer out of this type of move. But we'll see what the stock gives us. Look to be reactive. Time. The candle has about 4 minutes. Still pretty young. That's the 5 minute candle. Well, the current candle is 22. So far, so good. The range is massive. We're getting like 65 by 80, 82. You gotta be careful with this one. Tricky stuff. No fill, brother. Come on. That'd have been a nice sweet 15 cents. If we test that level again up at 60, not 60, 80, I'd hope to see a nice move. 36 kind of low. It's holding though. Do I want to throw in the towel now? That's the question I'm asking myself right here. Do I want to throw in the towel now? I mean, if I was gonna be green here, I'd already been nicely green. It's just not. It's not going well because of the range. I'm like not as aggressive as I would normally be in firing off a ton of trades. The dips are holding, 35 right there, holding up to 47. I gotta be careful with leaving open bottles of water here. This one is empty, luckily. I really don't like it being down here again. I'd love to see 40s hold. Can we get back up to those levels? Can we get a hurrah right here? Good green and nothing. Screen printing and it's going down. It's kind of strange. Bids evaporating. 10,000 share bid at 35. Our last 5 minute candle wasn't the best, but you know, the stock still looks decent on a 5 minute time frame. So I think we're still seeing some volume here. Some people might still like it, watching in hopes for that, you know, move back up. In terms of adjustments, I think I needed to just be a little bit more aggressive. Just, you know, every flush, I probably should have just jumped in and just, you know, kind of tight stop, give it a chance to bounce. If not, just be out immediately. To the depths. There's good news and there's bad news. Which one do you guys want first? The good news or the bad news? I guess we can do bad news first. Bad news is that we are red 393. Good news. The good news is that this is a scratch trade and that there's more time left in the day. So I think I'm gonna just ease off and come back later. There's not a ton, and you know, I don't want to overdo it. I don't think this stock was a bad stock. The way how I approached it didn't really align. I mean, I really would have thought on the way up I could have done better, but you know, this extension here, sometimes this is all you really need, but just couldn't really get the follow through in some of those key areas where I sized up, because I did make some sort of money in some areas, but when it was time for those bigger trades, I'm in, and I wasn't going like 5, 6, 8, 10K, you know, just 3K, 3,500. I'm in, and it's like, you know, even if we get a slightly higher fill, we're not seeing that push through where I'd expected. So just easing off, and I think maybe coming back later might be the best bet. But hopefully you guys were able to capitalize there. And I mean, we had some other opportunities too, right? ADIL early to the long side. I mean, of course, the pre-market traders might have had something good, but you know, we had a few choppy candles, but you know, maybe something there. PSGM, this one did halt up at one point from 54 up to 225, right? 154. So if you were early, perhaps something there. ICCT, not much. IFBD, again, this, you know, again, this one wasn't too bad. The big spread early is what kind of, you know, threw me off a bit, because I'm already kind of having a slower day, struggling a bit. Just, I think maybe a little too cautious towards that risk, which is not a bad thing, right? But I think looking back at the stock, maybe I would have needed to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit quicker trades in and out, in and out. You know, being a little more active on those pullback areas in specific, to see if I could have got the bounce, you know, that 10-cent bounce, sell on the ass, that kind of thing. NA, I mean, not a ton on this one. We did have this move up early at 935. This was a good area here if anybody was watching, but you would have been watching at it sometimes if you're not here on time, you kind of miss it. Some days that's what it comes down to, you know. Are you in the right place at the right time? Are you watching at the correct stock? Because, you know, we'll have like 3 or 4 watch list stocks, and at times 3 of them can look good, and you have to choose one, you know. So if you end up choosing the wrong one, you could kind of miss the other one that gave the better opportunity, you know, opportunity cost. That's the right way to say it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's a good day. It is so far our third red day in a row, but you know, nothing crazy. All of this is still one scratch trade. Mentally, we feel good. We feel fine. There's no, you know, nothing, right? I like to say this because I like that, like, and I'm hinting that there's no sense of panic or anything. Like, I like to say this a lot because there's people out there who, you know, they'll have a red day or two in a row, and it's like the end of the world, you know. This I've seen this 1,000 times already throughout the 6 that I've been here. So the main thing is to have it be well within your risk management, you know, and this is ultimately why my red days are not like 10,000, 15,000, because when I'm red like this 300, I already recognize what I'm doing is not working super well. I need to wait. I need to size down. Those two things right there, being patient and sizing down, have saved me a ton. And it's why a day like today could end small. And you know, multiple times throughout the day, I'll ask myself that question. That's it. It really and truly, you know, I'm gonna put myself first, right? And so I gotta ask myself these questions, regardless of if there's an audience here or not. I would have did the same thing. Hey, do I want to consider shutting it down now? Do I want to take a break now? Do I want to size down now? And of course, you know, as a result, you guys get to see how I look to manage risk too, right? And people can pick up on these risk management tactics that I use, despite not being in the classes or anything. So it's always good to, you know, lay that question out there, because sometimes it doesn't have to be trading, right? You can relate it to other businesses. You know, you're head of a facility. There might be times where it's better to shut down than to operate, maybe because of severe weather, right? It could be a various amount of things, even here with trading, right? During the earthquake, that was something that we mentioned, like, hey, like, you know, maybe we should be careful in case the power goes out, right? I mean, you know, these things happen, right? Sometimes it's, you know, and in this case, the market being a little slower, better to shut down the operation than to try to push through when we're going through such a rough time. The waters are rough. We're seeing big waves. Let me just wait for the, you know, for the sun to shine and to have a calm water where we can, you know, smooth sail. So for those reasons, ladies and gentlemen, Relentless traders out like south. The red shirt is not going to work today. I'm not superstitious or any of that. This is all in good fun. Um, but it would have been nice to have a decent green day here today, right? So we'll be back next time. For those of you going all the way to 4 p.m. and beyond, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient. Look forward to those opportunities that you know and love, and keep the wrist tight. For those of you who are heading out for the day jobs, you know, stay safe out there, be careful. And yeah, for those of you who are interested in checking out the scanners, the chat room, or the classes, those links are down below. Feel free to check them out. Yeah, feel free to check them out. We still have coupon code Triad. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon, so you guys can still get 40% off there. The Discord is still the same. There are 2 options to join, right? And lastly, there's the Momo Pro scanner. If you're interested in that, that's what I use to build my watch list. And for those of you who are not in the classes, we stream the halt levels there, but Momo Pro will be bringing halt levels very soon. In fact, I can show you guys I'll show you guys a screenshot of what it looks like. I did get the message yesterday. They're like, putting the final touches on there, and like, I think all the testing is done. It works well. Messages, where are we? If my brain can wake up here. Okay, there we go. So you'll be able to have it on the stream and on the discovery section, I believe. I'll post it in the chat. I'll post it in the Momo section as well. For those of you in the Discord, you can check it out. For those of you on YouTube, I'll show you guys here in a quick sec. It's like I'm getting old, man. I'm here. I can't even find the areas I want to click on. Turning into a dinosaur. Too many numbers, too many charts. Time to take a vacation. I honestly would be taking a vacation this next coming week, but it's hard to do that stuff right now. Like for somebody who's coming from nothing and being able to do so well, it's hard to say, let me just skip a week. I think if I had like 2 more years of what I'm doing here, it'll be different. Like just 2 more years. There'll be some real separation, right, from this poverty stuff. But imagine I say next week, and again, this is not FOMO. It's just me being real here. If I take this vacation next week, and it's a week where even if I could have just made 10 grand, not much less if it's a week like what we had in February, where it's like a $50,000 week or more. It's just too much. It's just too much to leave for someone who's not established in this world. That's how I view it. So no vacations. I'll only take trips, work trips, which are somewhat vacations, but we still kind of trade and stuff. To not trade at all is just not an option. So let me show that Momo Pro thing, and I'm out of here. I'll end the stream on Discord, and we'll drag it over here. Am I on single screen? Yes, I am. So this is what it looks. This is what it will look like, right? You'll have, and I'm not sure. I believe you can like choose which stocks you want it to show on. And so this will be pretty good for a lot of you guys who are not using the DAS Trader Level 2. You can pop out the discovery section, let's say, have the top watch list stocks there, and have this in a window in your area, in your computer, right, your screen real estate, where it makes sense. You can compress it, have it be like a small square, and then just, hey, the top 5 stocks on the watch list, let's say on the discovery section, the top 5 leading gappers, maybe you're watching the halt levels. So this I think this will be good for Momo Pro. They still need to add in the percentage gain on this high-low stream. Once they do that, this scanner will be better than any scanner out there. It'll be better than any scanner out there, at least for, let's say, for what we're doing, small cap momentum trading. It's extremely cheap, $30 a month. Where else are you going to get all this stuff, right? But anyhows, until they add that, they're not doing as good as a job as they need to do. Like, as mentioned, did I see MDIA and IFBD and all these other stocks on this stream? I did, but I'm still seeing this stuff like this. I don't want to see I don't want to see this. Like this is garbage for me. This saturates the scanner. I do not need to see anything that's below, let's say right now, 40%. If I don't want to, right? If I don't want to. I want the option to be able to say, okay, I'll filter, because right now MDIA, it's only up 18%, but I want the option to be able to filter for 18% on this stream, right? It's something you can do on the discovery section, but the discovery section isn't active. This is not an active section. So this is just a standstill kind of scanner here, right? Okay, come in the morning, what's been moving and what's hot, right? It's not obvious here. It's not obvious enough for me to, let's say, see something moving up here, right? And maybe I guess I could maybe look into is like utilizing conditional alerts more. Maybe that could, like, probably help out in that area, but we'll see. MDIA is moving up. Settings. The conditional alerts last time I checked was a little like funky. It's like hard to like get the right. I'll mess around. What I'll do, I'll have to mess around with it again. I'll have to mess around with it again and see if I get better results. Maybe that's what I need to do. So we will. But anyhow, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay green. We are out like South. Catch you guys next time. Hit that thumbs up on the way out, guys. Hit that thumbs up.